Okay, guys. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Yup. And I can't sleep again. And I just made a couple stories about this. Um, because it needs to be said. And I'm gonna put it on here so it's in my timeline too. So if you're not reading my stories, you can fucking watch it this way too, and I might end up posting this to YouTube if I can figure out how to fucking do that. Our president's a fucking racist, guys. He proved it. Oh my god, there's nothing fucking else he can do to prove it. Like, he's starting his presidential campaign, his rallies. He's starting them June 19th in Tulsa, Oklahoma. For those of you who are just like, oh my god, I don't even understand what that's a fucking about and why that would even be a problem at all. I'ma tell you why. As a fucking black person, I'ma tell you why that's a fucking problem and why that's the most insulting thing I think I've ever heard a fucking politician, let alone anyone ever in my life, say. Like, why it's so insulting. You guys are about to know. So, you need a little history lesson, and I have given this history lesson multiple times, guys. Like, legit, I keep telling people to look up these things because these are a few of the things that go into, like, understanding black people in America, and you really can't understand racial issues at all if you don't know about these two events. And they're huge. And that's why it's so important what Donald Trump's doing right now, because he thinks you guys are stupid as fuck and you're not going to look these things up. But racists in our country know what these dates mean. And they're going, bing, 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 bing. This is my president. Just so you're clear. These events only matter to black people and racists right now. So you guys who are not fucking racist, they better start mattering to you right the fuck now. Learn what this is. So I previously, at the beginning of this month, made a video about the Tulsa Race Massacre. There was a anniversary of that at the very beginning of this month, over the first of this month, in fact. The Tulsa Race Massacre happened 99 years ago, guys. 99 years ago, right? It happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It happened soon after the dissolution of slavery. And what happened was a lot of black people who were in Tulsa previously and from the surrounding areas decided to move to an outskirt part of the city. They decided to build essentially their own little city, a pretty little thing they called Black Wall Street. Beautiful, right, guys? Awesome. They had skills that they could sell. They had the ability to build wealth, and they were separating themselves out in a way that they could build a community and make themselves better. Beautiful. Fucking right? Okay, so that was a problem to the racist white people who lived in Tulsa. They didn't like the idea that a lot of the black people, after only a couple years without slavery, were doing a lot fucking better than some of the white folks living in Tulsa. So they got jealous. That became a fucking problem because jealousy of white folks gets black people killed in this fucking country. So, this is fucking important, especially if you call yourself a fucking libertarian, if you think anything about freedom in this country, or if you're against the overstepping of our government and, you know, it attacking its own fucking people, this should matter to you. So what happened was, the morning of the 1st of June, yeah, 1921, our fucking government decided to firebomb the black part of the city. Yeah. So they killed a fucking bunch of people the first night, like, into that morning. And then this massacre went on into the next day, and they killed a fuck ton more people. And then by the end of the 2 days, there were over 3,000 fucking black people dead, guys. Yeah. They fucking destroyed an entire black city because they had nice things. Literally for no other fucking reason. And it was the first and only, well, not the only time, because there was one other time when the U.S. government bombed black people, but it was the first time our government ever bombed its own citizens on American soil. Because black people don't count as Americans in this country sometimes, guys. Yeah, that's what Trump is celebrating. That's the holiday that Tulsa's known for the month of June, guys. Fucking big surprise! Our shitty, racist fucking president would celebrate that, right? Okay, so here's the second part of why this shit is so insulting to black people. June 19th is a celebration for black people in America. It's called Freedom Day. Here's a guess of what it fucking celebrates. 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, 2 years, guys, 2 fucking years, the last state that had slaves finally got the news that slavery ended. It was fucking Texas. No offense to my friends in Texas, not saying your state is shitty, just saying you guys were the last to fucking know. Took you 2 years. That's June 19th, guys. That's what that fucking holiday celebrates. Our fucking freedom. So he took one of the nastiest, grossest tarnishes on American history, one of the most horrible things the American government has ever done to black people, and mixed it with something we're supposed to fucking celebrate. That's our president, guys. That's why black people are mad right now, because he thinks that's fucking okay. Because that motherfucker's in our White House right now, because that racist piece of shit, he makes laws. He passes bills. This bitch is the one who sends out the National Guard against us. Yeah. It feels good to be an American today. Have a nice night, guys.